Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Ella Nitri, your TV and movie junkie with a fro. So today we are going to be talking about The Flash. The Flash is like my favorite superhero show. I'm sorry, it is. And recently I think I have discovered that I am a DC girl. I think I'm a DC girl. I have tried the Marvel Universe. Like I have tried to jump on the Marvel bandwagon, with Avengers and things like that. So, but it just didn't work out. But I absolutely love The Flash. And The Flash is back for season 3. And this is my review on season 3, episodes 1 and 2 of The Flash. Stay tuned. First of all, let's pick up off where The Flash left off. So last season, The Flash, he was just down in the dumps. Barry Allen, I love him. He's just so cute. He's like everything. But anyway, I saw him, it left off with him being, upset, like not just upset, I mean strictly like totally devastated because his father, he already lost his mother when he was a young child, and now some other force comes in and takes his father from him. Like that pushed him over the edge last season. So with that being said, the Flash he didn't want to hear anything anybody had to say. Barry was just like, look, I'm going on my own. I need to do this for me, and this is what's going to make me happy. So he decided that he was going to go back and change time. He was going to go back and change the events of what had happened to his family, so that because he just feels so heartbroken and so devastated, even though his adopted family, which is Joe and his now girlfriend Iris, which is Joe's daughter, he has that family and they love him to pieces. Like they love him, but it's just not, I guess it's not like having your real family there with you. So he decided that he was going to go back and change time so that his mom could live, and then of course like his father live, and none of the things ever happened. So he did that, but he was warned against it. He knows it's consequences behind it. So this season picks up right where that one left off, with Barry going in. He changed time. The guy who killed his mother, the other speedster who killed his mother, he has him in a jail, like in the jail that holds those superhero or those super forces. So he's in jail and he can't get out, but he's telling Flash like, okay, you are changing time, like this was supposed to happen, you need to let me out so that what I need to do, I can go ahead and do it. Flash is not trying to hear that. He's happy right now. He has his mom back, he has his dad back, they're a family. A lot of things have changed. He doesn't know Joe the way that he knew them, beforehand. So a lot of things change, and this season is gonna be good. One of my friends was telling me that he was getting confused about the whole time travel thing, and that's what I love about The Flash. Like I never get confused about the time travel thing. Now on some shows, time travel has confused me. Like when I've looked at what was that movie that I watched? The Christopher Nolan movie that I cannot seem to think of right now. Inception. When I watched that, I was confused. I had to go back and watch that movie like at least 3 times to kind of get what was going on. But this, I don't feel like that about The Flash. Like The Flash is a very smart show. I think it's written very, very well. It does not confuse me. The time travel does not confuse me because I feel like they explain everything that's going on, and that's why I continue to love this show, because it's not confusing. It doesn't take you somewhere and you don't know how you got there. Like The Flash is just, and it keeps moving in, and for it to keep it, to keep people's interest or the viewers' interest, you have to have these type of moments. You have to have this kind of moment in The Flash in order to keep things fresh and keep the viewers interested in watching. I know that's what keeps me interested in watching it. But anyway, back to The Flash. So season 1, opens up with, The Flash in a different setting, different time, and things have changed. He doesn't know the people, like they're totally different than how he left them. Like these people, he don't really know. Now he knows Iris, and it's just like he and Iris are just soulmates, because it's like no matter what time he goes in, they always find each other. They're always with each other some kind of way. Even when he went over to Earth 2, I want to say it was last season, he went over to Earth 2, and he and Iris were just connected. Like they were married over there in Earth 2. So they're just soulmates. Like they're just meant to be together, and that bond cannot be broken between them. But his friends, even though they were still in his life, they are, different characters. Like in this new world, Cisco is, and I love Cisco. Cisco is like this billionaire tech guy. He's still a nice guy. I mean, he's a little bit more arrogant, but he's still a nice guy. Barry soon comes to realize that maybe the speedster who killed his mom is right. Like maybe he doesn't want to believe that, but he comes to realize that that's a possibility, that this guy could be right about, him changing time and things needing to be the way that they're supposed to be, how they're supposed to happen, and he shouldn't be fooling with time. So he decides to, once things go to getting really bad, and Barry starts losing good memories that he had of the people that he loved. Once he started losing those memories, and he found out that there's a possibility that those memories could be gone forever, because he went back and changed time, he decides to go ahead and release the speedster, let it be however, and then the guy takes him back to the normal time. But even when he gets back to real time, in real life, things start to change. Like things have changed. Like Iris and Joe aren't close anymore. Cisco is not the happy-go-lucky Cisco that we all know. He is devastated because we find out that Cisco's brother Dante has died in a car accident, and right now Cisco is blaming Barry for his brother dying. So right now he's not feeling Barry at all. So that's where they are on that one. Caitlin Snow, she's still, as far as we know, the same Caitlin at this point. But a lot of things have changed. Joe is drinking a lot. Wally is, when time had changed, when Barry went back to change time, Wally became the Flash. Like he was the Flash, even though Barry still had his powers. Wally, which is Joe's son and Iris's brother, he became the Flash. And that was strange, but one of my friends was telling me that, Wally is supposed to be the Flash at some point anyway. So with episode 1, at the end of episode 1, Barry returns to normal time, but things still aren't normal. Like I said, have this other speedster that is there to wreak havoc on Central City, like always, which is this guy that they're calling the Rival. That's his name, the Rival. But I believe he has another name, but right now they're just saying, just calling him the Rival. On episode 2, Barry is trying to mend all of these relationships, the relationships that are broken. He's especially trying to get Joe and Iris back on track, because if you watch The Flash, that father and daughter bond that they have is just, really amazing. And for them not to have that is just, pretty darn sad. So he's trying to get them together again, get them back on the right track and things like that. Also, he's trying to mend his own relationship with Cisco, and Cisco's not really, feeling him at this point, and he just, he doesn't want to have too much to do with Barry. They haven't went into full details of what happened, or the conversations, or the, what really happened. I mean, we know that Cisco's brother Dante died by a drunk driver, but we don't know. So we have this guy, which is this other villain that's called the Rival. But the Rival is not going to be the real villain in this season, I don't believe. I believe the real villain is going to be Alchemy, who is coming back, giving everybody their powers, or giving everybody the powers that they had in the other time shifts. So in the other paradox. So alchemy is going to be the real villain. Like Barry doesn't, I don't think he knows that alchemy is there, but that's the real villain, the one who is, you know, granting people their power. So, and I feel like Wally, even though he doesn't have the powers in the current time, in the real time, those powers are going to come because he had them in the time shift when Barry went back and changed time. So, you know, I hope you guys follow that. I understand, you know, how it is. And like I said, I don't get confused about the whole time shift in the Flash, but you know, some people do. My friend was saying that it was kind of getting to him and he really didn't, you know, understand what was going on. But I feel like the show is written well. But the only thing that I'm questioning right now is that we don't see Dr. Wells. Like, Wells he was not in episode 1 or 2. So I hope that he's coming back to the show sometime soon. Like, I really want him to come back to the show because I really do like Dr. Wells and I like what he brings to this series. Caitlin. Dr. Snow. I think Caitlin is turning into Killer Frost. But she's not telling anybody. Like, she's turning into Killer Frost. The frosty stuff was coming from her hands. And she's about to turn into Killer Frost. And that's going to be the big thing. That it's going to be a real challenge if she changes. But The Flash is a really good show. I feel like this season is going to be so bomb. It's going to be so great. Just like every other season. Because, I mean, who cannot love Barry Allen? Like, Barry Allen is like everything. He is the greatest. I love him. But if you guys watch The Flash, let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about Barry Allen. And don't be talking bad about my Barry Allen because I love me some Barry Allen. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm Melanie Nitri, your TV and movie junkie with the fro. Catch you next time, guys. Bye.